Ma'am,
Yes.
may I try?
Yeah, obviously.
Um,
Everybody. Yes, please.
yes, ma'am. Prokaryotic have nuclear boundary cell membrane. It has nuclear cell. It have cell membrane, nuclear cell membrane, and prokaryotic we can call unicellular, and eukaryotic have cell membrane, but prokaryotic have no cell membrane. And prokaryotic we can take example amoeba, protozoa, and eukaryotic we can take human being and other animals.
Okay. Okay. Let me explain once again. Please give your attention fully. So, you can see here a cell. Okay. Let me go. Can you see this picture?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, you can see that this is a cell, single cell, and here it is having a cell membrane, which is the outermost layer of the cell, right? So this layer is compulsory for each and every cell. But what I am talking about, prokaryotic and eukaryotic, this layer is nothing to this layer has nothing to do about prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Remember, this is the mandatory layer for every cell, that is cell membrane. But what we are talking about, membrane bounded nucleus or membrane bounded organelle, means inside the cell, you can see here it is nucleus. You can see my pencil in the screen.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, so the pencil is showing here it is nucleus, right? And it is mitochondria. This is smooth endoplasmic reticulum. This is rough endoplasmic reticulum. These are ribosomes. So these are all organelles inside the cell. These are lysosomes. So nucleus, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, rough endoplasmic reticulum, mitochondria, lysosomes, these are organelles inside the cell. If these organelles are covered with a membrane, then the cell is known as eukaryote. If these organelles are not covered by any membrane, these are known as cell membrane. Is it clear? Particles or the parts of cell inside are known as cell organelle. Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am. It's
Okay.
clear.
So the organelles, if the organelles are having membrane inside the cell, then it is eukaryotic. If they are not having membrane inside the cell, then it is prokaryotic. And generally, prokaryotics are unicellular and eukaryotics are multicellular. But it's not that like prokaryotic means unicellular. It's not like that. Generally, it happens. Prokaryotics are unicellular and eukaryotics are multicellular generally. But it's not always, or it's not fixed rule. Okay? I hope you got the concept right now. Is it okay now?
Ma'am, that means in prokaryotic we don't have nucleus.
Please repeat, your voice is breaking.
Sorry. That means in prokaryotic we don't have nucleus. Do we have
We are
nucleus or
having
no?
nucleus, but the nucleus is not covered.
Okay. So here we have separation, but in prokaryotic we don't have separation.
Will you please repeat what word have you used? Supply? What?
No, I'm just saying that in this eukaryotic we have like a separate structure,
Yes,
but in
yes, yes,
prokaryotic we don't have separate structure. That
yes,
is it right, ma'am?
yes, yes. You can say that.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
They are separated by covering or membrane. Sorry.
No,
So,
only yes, ma'am. Ma'am, only difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic, that is nucleus cell membrane. Yes, ma'am. Is it right? What
yes,
I
I think you understood right, but it's not nucleus cell membrane, nucleus membrane.
nucleus membrane. Yes, yes.
Yes,
Cell membrane
nucleus
is
is
different.
inside the cell.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Got it. Cell membrane is different and nucleus membrane is different.
Yes, all these organelles, if having membrane, then it is eukaryotic. If these organelles is not having membrane, then it is prokaryotic. And the
And
outer layer of cell is mandatory for each cell.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Ma'am, means you are saying means that cell organelles have separate membrane, each one.
Yes, yes, yes.
yes,
That is
ma'am.
what I am trying to say from yesterday.
Yes, yes. Means Golgi body, mitochondria, those are organelles are there. They have separate membrane. Like it,
Yes.
yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you for letting me know that you got the concept. Okay. So I hope you went through the slides yesterday. We will start from new. So, do you remember from where we have covered, means till where
Yes,
we
ma'am.
have covered yesterday? Yes,
It is
please tell me.
endoplasmic reticulum.
So what
Endoplasmic
is the main difference between smooth and rough endoplasmic reticulum?
In rough endoplasmic reticulum, we don't have ribosomes, and in smooth endoplasmic reticulum, we have ribosomes.
Okay, very good. So now we are going to start from Golgi apparatus, also known as Golgi body and Golgi complex. So, it is a complex of vesicles and folded membranes near the cell nucleus. So, in the picture also you can see, in this picture also you can see, no, it's endoplasmic reticulum. Yes. Sorry. Yes. Sorry. So here you can see these are the Golgi apparatus. Okay. So Golgi apparatus are also near the nucleus only. Here you can see this is the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. I have interpreted wrong earlier that these are Golgi apparatus, these are a rough endoplasmic reticulum, and these are smooth endoplasmic reticulum. These are mitochondria, ribosomes, lysosomes. And these are centrioles. We'll note this all this further. Okay. So what are Golgi complex? These are the complex of vesicles and folded membranes, and it resides near the nucleus. What are the functions of Golgi apparatus? This is stores and modifies proteins. Okay. So functions of Golgi apparatus are this is stores and modifies proteins, prepares protein for transport to other parts of the cell. Means yes, it is modifying protein, or it is making protein uh, ready for transport for another part of the cell for its work. And
Ma'am, what is
next function, yes,
ma'am, what is this vesicles?
please repeat.
What is this vesicles? Complex of vesicles, right?
These are Golgi apparatus or Golgi body or Golgi complex, anything you want to say.
Okay.
Yes. So this organelle is known as Golgi body, and the functions of Golgi body are it stores and modifies protein, and it forms liposomes. Okay. So you will learn further. Uh, don't be confused about the terminologies. Everything will be clear day by day if you go through the slides and the classes. So next is ribosome. So ribosome is small granules composed of protein and RNA. RNA means ribonucleic acids, which are produced from nucleus. Okay, so small granules, you can see here in this picture, these granules, small rounded granules are ribosomes. Okay, so these granules are composed of protein and RNA or ribonucleic acid or ribonucleic protein. Okay, now these ribosomes are also of two types: free ribosomes, bounded ribosomes. Obviously, it is very clear that free ribosomes are free in the cell and bounded ribosomes are bounded with rough endoplasmic reticulum, because rough endoplasmic reticulum are rough when they are bounded with ribosomes. So, ribosomes are of two types: free and bounded. Those ribosomes which are bounded with endoplasmic reticulum and make that reticulum rough endoplasmic reticulum, they are bounded, and those who are freely moving in the cell, those are free ribosomes. Now, the functions of ribosomes are, these are site of protein synthesis, okay, and known as the protein factory of the cell. Okay. Now, next is lysosome. Lysosome is a membrane-bound cell organelle. You can see here in this picture. Lysosomes are membrane-bounded cell organelle, round or oval-shaped small structure, contain variety of enzymes that function as intracellular digestive system. Okay, so here comes one question, that which organelle is helping in digestion process of cell? So answer is lysosome, right? And how it is helping? It is containing variety of enzymes that functions in intracellular digestion. Intra means inside the cell. It's not going outside the cell. The enzymes are not going out of the cell. So it's containing variety of enzymes that function as intracellular digestive system. Next is digest unusable materials within the cell. So it is also cleaning the cell. If cell is producing some unusable material, means waste material, then those unusable materials are also being digested by this lysosome. Okay, means you can see that this lysosome is cleaning the cell. If the cell is producing some waste material, that waste material is cleansed by lysosome by digesting that material. Means lysosome is digesting that material and cleaning the cell. So that is why it's also known as digestive apparatus or cell digestive machine. As it is cleaning the cell and it is cleaning the unusable material or waste material, so the destruction of dead cell organelles are also being cleansed by this lysosome only, right? Cell maybe some parts of the cell being become dead or being destructed, so that parts are also being covered or that parts are also being digested or cleansed by lysosome. So sometimes because of its digestive property, it digests itself by mistake. Okay, sometimes lysosome digests itself. It is eating itself. That is why it is also known as suicidal bags. And the process of eating itself means if I am the lysosome, so I am cleaning myself, means I am eating myself for cleaning out the cell. So this process is known as autolysis, and that is why it is known as suicidal bag. Means it is cleansing itself, it is eating itself inside the cell, and it is becoming nothing. Means it is becoming dead by digesting itself. So that is why it is known as suicidal bag. Now, phagocytosis. Phagocytosis is a process. Lysosome in white blood cell contain enzyme that digest foreign material such as microorganisms. So I think you know the body defense mechanism. What is the thing or which part of body is responsible for our body defense mechanism?
White blood cells.
Yes, very good. White blood cells are our defense strategy of body, means they are the army of our body, defense persons of our body. So in white blood cells, these lysosomes are acting as the digester of foreign materials. Means if any foreign bacteria, any foreign virus, or any foreign material is coming inside our body, and our white blood cells are fighting with them. So, what is that fighting? Is the fighting is phagocytosis, means this lysosome inside white blood cells is digesting that foreign material and cleaning that foreign material. Okay, so this is the process known as phagocytosis. You can see here in this picture how this bacteria, red colored bacteria, is coming in our body, and by phagocytosis the white blood cell is attacking on it, and the bacteria is being engrossed, or the bacteria is being captured inside white blood cell, and the lysosome here is digesting this bacteria, and after digestion it is releasing the waste material out from the cell. So this is the process known as phagocytosis, and this happens inside white blood cells when foreign material comes in our body. Okay. No. Any doubt, any question, any confusion?
No, ma'am, it's good.
Okay. So, centrosomes. Next organelle is centrosome. So, centrosomes are rod-shaped organelle. It consists of a pair of centrioles. Centriole is small, hollow, cylindrical organ. You can see here, these are rod-shaped. Means you can see here, it's a collection of rods, right? So each rod here, it is, means each rod here is known as centriole. Okay. And the centrioles are hollow, means it's hollow from inside, and these are cylindrical in shape. So collection of all these cylindrical shaped rods are known as, or collection of all the centrioles are known as centrosome. Means here we can see two centrosomes, right? One is here, and one is here. So these are the two centrosomes, and here you can see these centrosomes are divided into three in numbers. Each plate is containing three centrosomes. So, and there are 9 plates. So, a centrosome, sorry, each plate is containing 3 centrioles, and there are 9 plates of in one centrosome. So, how many centrioles are present in one centrosome?
27, ma'am.
27.
Yes. So, is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So these are also located near nucleus, play a role in cellular reproduction. Okay, so these centrosomes are playing role in cellular reproduction. Means you can say that these are the skeletons of cell. The cell structure is based on these centrosomes, where they are present in in which amount. So these are the skeletal of cell, and when cell division occurs, these centrosomes are responsible for the shape of the new cell too. So located near the nucleus, play a role in cellular reproduction, facilitate the movement of chromosomes during cell division. Okay. Uh, is it clear? Means you are getting me? Any confusion if occurs, then you can stop me and ask me.
Ma'am, centrosome is,
Yes?
ma'am, centrosome product new cell means plays a role in cellular reproduction. Its meaning means centrosome create new cell. We can say.
No. Centrosome do not have that property to create new cell. It helps when cell division occurs.
Okay.
It only helps when cell division is
What,
occurring. Yes?
ma'am, what's the meaning of last line? Movement of the chromosomes.
Okay. So basically you are asking about chromosomes, right? So you will know about chromosomes. For basic, you know that chromosome are related to our gene structures, and chromosomes are inside our nucleus. So chromosomes are related to our gene structures, which is the, I think you have you have heard about that we are carrying our parents'
How
genes,
does
the qualities of our parents. Yes.
Ji, how does a centrosome help in division?
Okay. I have told you that centrosomes are like skeleton of the cell, right? So when these are, means a cell is being divided, then in those cells, those daughter cells also, centrosomes are giving the shape, and it is providing the what you call say, it is like you have seen making sculptures of soil, means when we make one sculpture, one pratima, then at first we use some raw material before giving the soil, or before applying the soil. We at first prepare a structure of some other materials, like um, left out of paddy, if you are getting me.
Means, ma'am, framework, you can
Yes,
say.
yes, you can say yes. It's a good word, framework. So centrosomes are providing mainly framework of the cell.
Yes, ma'am. But
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So chromosomes are the part related to our gene structure, and you will learn in nucleus chromosomes also. So nucleus is the oval shaped structure, generally located at the center of the cell, contains genetic materials of cells, and these genetic materials are deoxyribonucleic acid or DNA. Right? You all are familiar with the term DNA? DNA test. Okay. So this DNA is uh, containing the main genetic material. And the full form of DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid. You have to remember this. Now, genetic control center of cell is nucleus, because nucleus is containing DNA. Most cells are mononucleated, some cells are multinucleated, some cells are anucleated. Means most of the cells are having one nucleus only, that is mono. Mono means single. So most of the cells are having single nucleus only, and some cells are multinucleated, means some cells are having more than one nucleus, and some cells are do not having any nucleus. Some of the cells are not having any nucleus. They are known as anucleated. Okay. So example of multinucleated cells are skeletal muscles, and example of anucleated cells are red blood cells, platelets. So these are the example of and nucleated cells. And skeletal muscles are the example of multinucleated cells. Okay. Now, components of nucleus means what we can see in a nucleus. So there are four main components. First is nuclear membrane. Now here comes that prokaryotic and eukaryotic division. If this nuclear membrane is there, means you can see here this outermost layer that is pink colored, that is nuclear membrane. So if this nuclear membrane is present, then it is eukaryotic. If this nuclear membrane is not present, then it is prokaryotic. So the four main components of a nucleus are nuclear membrane, nucleoplasm, nucleolus, and chromatin. So these are the four parts inside nucleus, or these are the four parts of nucleus. What are those? Nuclear membrane, nucleoplasm, nucleolus, and chromatin. Here in this picture, you can see the innermost or the middlemost part of nucleus is nucleolus. Okay. Now, go for one by one in detail. Nuclear membrane. So, the outermost component of nucleus is nuclear membrane. And it defines the borders of nucleus. Obviously, if it is the outermost part, then it will be the border of nucleus, known as nuclear envelope. Yes, it is covered, means nucleus is covered by nuclear membrane. So obviously it will be known as nuclear envelope. And now, made up of double phospholipids membrane. Here, a nuclear membrane also, we can see the same covering of phospholipids. Do you remember the cell membrane?
Yes, ma'am.
So what was the covering of cell membrane? What was the cell membrane containing?
Phospholipids and protein.
Yes, very good. So here in nuclear membrane also we can see phospholipids are making the nuclear membrane and separates the nuclear material from cytoplasm. Obviously, if it is covering the nucleus, it will separate the nucleus from cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is outside the nucleus. Cytoplasm is present outside the nucleus. Now, nuclear membrane has pores that controls the flow of material going in and out of the nucleus. Means you can see that the properties of nucleus is almost similar to cell. That is why nucleus is governing the whole cell. Means we say that nucleus is the brain of the cell. As our brain is governing our whole body, as our brain is instructing us, like that only, cell is also governing the whole cell. Sorry, nucleus is governing the whole cell. Nucleus, as per the instruction of nucleus, the cell acts. So you can see here that nuclear membrane is also having pores which control the flow of material going in and out of the nucleus. What was the similar characteristic of cell membrane we have learned?
Cytoplasm.
Yes?
Cytoplasma, ma'am.
No, I am saying that this nuclear membrane is having pores so that materials can go in and out of the nucleus. So what is the similar characteristic of cell membrane? Means what is the similar characteristic between cell membrane and nuclear membrane? We have learned till now.
Ma'am, it is semi-permeable. It is a
Yes, very good.
gatekeeper.
Yes, very good. So in cell membrane also we have learned that it is semi-permeable. It is having particular channels for materials to go in and out. Everything cannot go inside the cell without permission of cell membrane. So the same characteristic is here also in nuclear membrane. Nuclear membrane is also having pores so that materials can go in and out. But permission is needed for going in and out of nuclear membrane. So the next is nuclear membrane protects nucleus. Yes, obviously it is a membrane. It will protect the nucleus. Here it is a detailed structure you can see. These blue coverings are nuclear membrane, and the gap you can see, these are the pores here. The gap is the pore through which things or materials can go in and out of the nucleus. And these blue linings are covering or envelope of nucleus, that is nuclear membrane. And here you can see this thread-like structure. And in the middle you can see the oval shape of round or rounded structure, that is nucleolus. Just like cell is having nucleus, like that only nucleus is having nucleolus inside nucleus. Okay, see the similarity between cell and nucleus. Just like cell is having a nucleus inside it, like that only nucleus is having nucleolus inside it. And covering the nucleolus, you can see several thread-like structure inside nucleus. So these thread-like structures are known as chromatin. These are the genetic materials. We will learn all this further. And yes, there is also nucleoplasm as like cytoplasm in the cell. So we will learn now nucleoplasm. A viscous watery material we have learned in cytoplasm. It was also a viscous watery material inside the cell in which all cell organelles are floating. Like that only inside nucleus, a viscous watery material is present, that is known as nucleoplasm, in which these chromatin materials are floating. Nucleoplasm is a type of protoplasm that is made up mostly of water, inorganic ions, and various organic molecules. The same composition we have seen in cytoplasm. Now, protoplasm is cytoplasm plus nucleoplasm. So here we get the new term, that is protoplasm. So what is meant by protoplasm? Protoplasm is cytoplasm plus nucleoplasm. Okay. So what we have learned cytoplasm yesterday?
Cytosols and cell organelles are called cytoplasma. I thought maybe it right.
Yes, you are right. Don't hesitate. You are always welcome to become wrong. We are here to correct you, but here you are right, and we appreciate you. Now, please tell me what is cytosol?
Cytosol, that watery fluid.
Yes, very good. So, here the new terminology comes as protoplasm, and this terminology is including cytoplasm, means cytosol plus cell organelles, and nucleoplasm. So, nucleoplasm is the same fluid inside the nucleus. So, if we are saying protoplasm, then it is including cytoplasm and nucleoplasm, means fluid inside the cell and fluid inside the nucleus. So, find the chromatin and the nucleolus. Means, sorry, here is a mistake. In protoplasm, nucleolus and chromatin floats. Okay, so this nucleoplasm is the fluid inside nucleolus. So we have seen that nucleoplasm is the fluid inside nucleus. So here in this picture you can see inside nucleus, nucleolus and chromatin are present. So nucleus and chromatin are floating in nucleoplasm. Right? Is it clear? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am. It's
Okay.
clear.
So let me go through the functions. So what are the functions of nucleoplasm? Supporting the chromatin material and nucleolus, providing rigidity to nucleus. It is the site of synthesis of DNA, RNA and ribosomes. So this is the main function. This is the site, means nucleoplasm is the site for synthesis of DNA, RNA and ribosomes. Okay. So I think it's 8 and we should turn off the class. Is there any doubt, any confusion regarding today's content? Then you can ask me.
Ma'am, I didn't understand the protoplasm. Where it will be? Protoplasm?
Protoplasm is the combined terminology of cytoplasm and nucleoplasm. Means cytoplasm, you got the term cytoplasm, you got the concept of cytoplasm.
It's a liquid content in cell.
Can you become a bit more clear? Your voice is not very clear.
It's a liquid contents in the cell.
Yes, it's the watery material
Cytoplasm
inside the
consists
cell.
of nucleoplasm or not?
No, cytoplasm is separate. Means cytoplasm is the terminology of combination of cytosol and cell organelles. Means you can see here.
Cell organelles means it consists of nucleus also. So it
Yes, yes. It is containing nucleus also, but the fluid inside the nucleus is not mixed with the fluid outside the nucleus. Right? The
Right.
fluid inside the nucleus is being separated by nuclear membrane.
Yes, ma'am.
Right? So when we are saying protoplasm, then we are also including the fluid inside nucleus.
Okay, ma'am. Clear. Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Any more doubt?
Ma'am,
Yes.
that cytoplasma, once again repeat this, means cytoplasma. and plus nucleoplasma is called protoplasma. Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.
That cytoplasma, that outside nucleolus fluid is called cytoplasma. Is it right?
See, it is a cell, and inside the cell there is a watery fluid in which
Yes.
all these cell organelles are floating. That fluid is known as cytosol.
Yes, ma'am.
And when that fluid is domed with these all organelles, then it is known as cytoplasm. Now, nucleus is one of the cell organelles.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
can say you can say that it is one of main cell organelle or brain of the cell. And inside the nucleus, we can see the similar kind of fluid outside the nucleus or cytosol. So that fluid is known as nucleoplasm,
Yes,
in
ma'am.
which, in which this nucleolus and all the chromatin materials are floating.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, when we are telling protoplasm, then we are including this cytoplasm plus nucleoplasm.
Okay, got it, ma'am.
Any more doubt?
No, ma'am. Clear.
Ma'am, hello.
Yes?
Hello. Yes.
Your voice is breaking too much. I'm not getting you. Please come to a good network area. Your voice is breaking too much.
Sakshi, message it in the chat group.
Mm, I'm not getting you. I'm sorry. Please repeat.
No, ma'am, I'm just saying that to Sakshi that to message in the chat group.
What to message?
Question. Just place the question in the chat group. I'm saying that to her network is so low, right? That's the reason.
Means you're telling that in the comment section there are questions.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Okay, let me check.
So she didn't send, and I'm saying that to send that question in chat box. I'm suggesting her that's it.
Okay, I'm not getting you what you are telling. If you have any doubt, please ask me.
Ma'am, that Saxi ma'am have very much network issue. That's why Shravani ma'am suggesting to her to put your question in chat box so that ma'am can answer it.
Yes, please. So we can turn off the recording, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, she left the meeting, I think.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So you people don't have any doubt, right? And go through the slides. If any doubt comes, then we will resolve it tomorrow.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so let us turn off the class with ending prayer. Sit straight, sit comfortable, close your eyes, adopt Namaskar Mudra in front of your chest. Deep inhale and start the prayer. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah. Sarve shantu niramaya. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Ma kaschit dukha bhag bhave. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Now rub your palms, put those palms on your facial muscles. Feel the warmth, feel the energy. Feel that what we have learned today is going to help us definitely. Now open your eyes with a smile. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.